You don't have to tell me to be careful, bro. I'm a college student. I
I'm
know
just
exactly
oh,
how to.
I know you're joking, but like you're triggering me to be
No, no, no,
honest.
no. No, it's because I know how to be PC and you don't. So ha.
I know how to be PC. I just
No, you don't.
vehemently oppose doing it. I don't. You think I can't play ball? You think I can't fucking play ball, bro? Are
No, I don't.
you fucking kidding me, bro? You
I think that maybe you could dribble a basketball, but that's about it.
oh you fucking now you done goofed,
I mean, I know how to
bro.
play volleyball,
I've
so.
I've been told nothing except how and the fact that I need to or the idea that I need to play ball my entire fucking life.
You don't have to play any fucking sport, bro. Don't even listen to that bullshit. That's some
I know,
American exceptionalist
but then you blocked
nuclear
me
family bullshit.
anyway.
Huh?
Nothing.
What? You said that I blocked you?
Yeah,
Of course I blocked you. You're a fucking
you're my
asshole.
mom.
Why? Your mom blocked you? Bro, you gotta go to therapy for
No, I
that.
blocked my mom,
Oh,
which
okay.
also
Oh,
points to the
shit.
same direction, I guess. But hey,
You
we're not gonna
you
get into that today. So, anyways,
you don't want to get into it? Why
we
not?
can, but I want to be organized because we could go off into the weeds in many directions, which is why, for the first time in my life, literally, and I think it's because, and I'll start out on this because this is literally part of the list that I remember. Um,
Mm,
I'm very bad at note taking. Well, I'm good at note taking actually. I'm very bad at following up on notes that I take and
okay.
lists. Like these are things that lots of adults do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I never paid attention to this stuff. I also just forgot
Okay.
to open my chat. So if anyone is saying anything, I am sorry, even though I'm pretty sure nobody is saying anything. Um yeah, so since we had our last chat and I
Okay.
was like, okay, this is the way to go. I was like, I'm gonna be structured. I'm gonna because I think I've been looking for someone who is like not necessarily the exact opposite of me, but different enough where we can
Mm,
have a spirited debate about things and just fun in general, not necessarily like shit that's centered around debate. Because I feel like there's a lot of that corny shit. Like that's a big part of like YouTube culture right now.
yeah.
Is like the whole like this guy gets destroyed by Ben Shapiro, and it's like stop it.
Oh, fuck all that, man.
It's marketing. I mean, that's how YouTube works. It's like it. And social media is an extension of the news because the news specifically, like a guy could have like grabbed a knife and swung it at a guy, and they'll frame it in the headline as like guy nearly gets decapitated by knife. And it's like, all right, man, like, come on. And then you always regret it. You ever feel that feeling when you read the actual article and you're like, this is not what they said it was going to be?
Yeah, that's called clickbait.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's so like people do the same thing on like YouTube with like content creators like that. That's how a lot of people got famous. Anyway, I feel like we're different enough that it's like you probably don't have to do that. Like you kind of have to play that game a little bit, but you don't got to be gross about it. Anyway, I
Mm,
wanted to ask you about like setting like some sort of and I took this from another podcast called Taste Buds, which is really really fucking good. It's a good comedy podcast where two dudes debate two things. They take a side. It could be like two different kinds of cereal and they get really heated. But after a while they realize like, yo, we get mad heated. Like we got to like have some kind of like something in the beginning. Like they ended up choosing a chant to like just to neutralize the tension. So I was thinking like, yo, what's some
mm.
good stuff? And you don't have to we don't have to come up with it now. You can keep it in your mind if you want to keep doing this. But
Oh,
something or
okay.
to speak your language, affirmations. Something like that.
Okay, first of all, fuck you. And
Damn.
second,
Off to a great
okay.
start.
Yeah, man.
Positive affirmations. First of all, fuck you.
I don't use those.
Cis fucking heteronormative male. White man.
Yeah.
All right, so
No, you're Puerto Rican.
okay. Thank you for telling me who I am.
So
Anyway, next topic. Next,
you told me that's who you are.
I didn't tell you nothing. I told you I'm a black woman, first of all, but let's not get into that.
Yeah, sure.
Second thing on the list that I put is, oh, yes. Okay. So this is another reason why I thought that it would be a good idea to do this, because I realized, like, through not even our voice chat, because we've been voice chatting, like, we get into it and you fucking try to tell me, listen, this is how it is and all this shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta listen to these fucking messages.
That's how it be.
Nope. But
what you mean?
But when we actually talked, when we actually had an actual conversation, it was a different thing. And I think that's a very important. I don't know if you noticed this or if maybe you disagree, but I feel like that's something that's lacking in humanity right now, is like actual conversation, because everyone goes through like texts and comments and shit like that. Like, we grew up on like making phone calls.
No, I also use AIM.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. We were like the precursor to like everything that was going on, but we still made phone calls back in the day. I mean, I did.
Yeah.
I was talking to bitches.
Yeah, me too. Right after.
You were talking to bitches?
No, I was. Well, I mean, yeah, I call them bitches, but they're guys. So, right after 9 p.m. though, for free minutes.
Those free minutes. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just I guess this probably feeds into the thing that I said this a second ago, which is like I learned to appreciate you more. I mean, I always appreciated you. Like, I love breaking your balls and talking shit and stuff like that, even though we disagree on things and shit. I think it's cool.
All right, cool.
And low-key probably want to make out with you, but let's not get into that. So the next thing, and this is perfect. You brought this up yesterday, and we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, because you brought up a particular app for dating, right?
Oh, the Field app.
Okay, I didn't ask you because I didn't want to get into it before. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna save this, but I wanted to spend a little bit on like your because I remember you told me some interesting stuff like probably years ago at this point about like your experience with like dating apps and stuff, because it's obviously a very relevant thing for our like generation and younger generations.
Well, I don't believe I've ever used an actual dating app. What happened to me frequently was that I would meet people online and then meet them in person. And it would be like a guy or girl, friendship or otherwise, and shit will just go crazy because we were incompatible. That's why I'm really apprehensive about doing that these days, because I don't want to get myself into what I used to get into and meet some psycho.
Care to elaborate?
Huh?
Care to elaborate? The stuff you used to get into?
Okay, so let me see. So in 2016, 2016, I met this guy who I ended up being good friends with for a little while, because we were just, not compatible relationship wise. But I met him because we went on a date on Valentine's Day, and he met me in front of the Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
I was dealing with some crazy guy from the subway who followed me all the way to the Whole Foods on Union Square, and this creep just kept bothering me. So I went upstairs to the cafeteria. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's a cafeteria upstairs in the Whole Foods. It's like a 2-floor supermarket. So the upstairs part's a cafeteria, and I go up there to get away from this guy, and then he fucking walks up the stairs.
He what?
So
what did he do to the stairs?
He walked up the stairs and then saw me, and I said, "What the fuck?" Like, he looked right at me. So I went back downstairs because what? And outside, I was just waiting for my date, and he was there with some flowers. And I said, hey, it's me, because he never met me before. So it's me. And he was like, oh, hello. And I mean, like, I don't know what got in between. Like, everything's such a blur right now. But basically, I called the police on the guy stalking
Wow,
me.
so fake. Called the
I
police. What a bitch.
no, listen. He was following me. It was crazy. I had the worst anxiety at that time,
I
and
thought
it
you was
was
tough, bro. You
untreated.
calling the fucking police, bro?
This was in 2016, and this is some guy off the street from the fucking subway.
Oh, before you got like
And
super woke?
this guy ended up getting my date so frustrated with how frustrated I was getting,
Mm-hmm.
he fucking fought the guy.
That's what's up.
Like, knockout, brawl out fight with his hands and everything,
How'd it
throwing
go?
hands.
Who won?
My date, of course,
That's
because he
what's
just
up.
pushed him. He gave him one last big push.
You fucked
And
that
I
guy that
went
night?
to. No,
You should have.
but yeah, I know I should have.
That's how it works, bro.
I should have, but
You
we
have his
ended up
baby.
being good friends after that. No, get the fuck out of here.
That's how it
We
works.
ended up.
A guy
No,
a guy who's courting you fights another guy who wants to court you and then some, and he fucks him up, bro. You gotta take them babies, bro.
whatever, bro. Anyway, so he ended up fighting my date,
Yeah.
the stalker,
Uh-huh.
and the guy that I was on a date with was fighting him.
Yeah.
He had reservations for me at some place called Mermaid Inn. So I go all
Wow.
the way to Mermaid Inn, and this fucking guy is still following us. I'm not sure
After he
how.
fucked him up?
Yes,
Oh,
this guy was like
no.
on drugs or mentally challenged or something.
That's how
He
cute you are, son.
followed
You
us.
too cute.
He followed us all the way to a fucking restaurant, and the
Mhm.
police show up to the restaurant. I'm not sure how. I think it's because I told them that we were going to be at that restaurant, and the fucking police show up to our fucking table and say, "Hey, that guy out there says that he knows you." And I'm like, why the fuck will I know this guy? Like, it was just surreal. Like, I really thought I was dreaming or something. Like, I thought I was going berserk in my dreams or some shit.
Mm.
But no, it was real. So we just left that supermarket. We got into the cop car because the cop said, "Hey, let's go all the way to the concert place, some house party, and let's just chill there." So the cops took us over there because they felt bad for what was happening to us.
Mm.
And that's it. So that guy gave me some roses, and I got some flowers, and I went home, and I scraped up my knee really badly because I slipped on some ice, and
That story
just
was way
sucked.
too long for. I thought I was expecting a lot more. I'm just gonna say, so I'm gonna give that story 2 thumbs down. But
Okay, whatever.
everything's okay. It's all right. Whatever. Communism's still thriving.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm pretty sure. I mean, my memory is horrible, but I think I'm sure. I mean, we talked about so many things over the years, but like, so you said you've never actually been on the apps.
I've never been on like actual dating apps like Tinder, I don't think,
Yeah.
or
Tinder gets a bad rap.
yeah, I don't trust Tinder honestly or any of those sites because a lot of people on those sites say that they are some type of way, right?
Yeah.
And you think everything's good and gravy, and then you meet them in person, they have like a bunch of baggage issues or something.
But
or
how is that different than actual dating?
they're probably psychotic and everything, but I
But how?
don't know. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can meet how all right. So how do you, in your perspective, how did people get like linked up? How did people meet people before dating apps?
usually through other people or in person. It would be through school or something,
Work.
something like that. Yeah,
Work is a big one. I feel like work is probably
or
the main one. I'm sure there's like statistics on this too.
social events like concerts or a rave or something that you went to all the time.
And if you want to be a real dirty whore, you meet someone in a bar.
Yeah, why not?
The girl that I dated
So
last year, like, she used to like meet guys in bars and fuck them, and I was just like, okay,
yeah, that's your type, I'm
okay,
sure.
that's not my type.
Okay.
That's the
Okay,
only.
so
Don't fucking hit me, yo. I fucking hate when you do that. Don't fucking do that. The fucking O ... okay? So cock. Anyway,
What?
you're kind of right.
No, I'm right. I know
No,
it.
you're not right, because there's a
I
lot
can
of...
tell.
All right, I've dated. I mean, it's difficult because it's you already set me up earlier because you were saying that like I talk about like bitches a lot and shit, and I'm like, God damn it, I can't say nothing because fucking people say shit like that. I'm like,
Like what? Like you mentioned a lot of girls that you know, so I
because it's
said
interesting. Because it's fucking interesting. I don't know what to say. It's not like I'm harping on
it
them.
doesn't mean anything.
I broke up with fucking 95% of them on my own. So it's like, why the fuck would I be like obsessed with them or whatever? Or like not over or whatever the fuck people accuse me of. Anyway,
Yeah.
apps are okay. But you are
Okay.
being in your position, right? Where you have not,
Mm.
so you claim, I don't believe you, but you have never actually dabbled in the apps. If that is true, you deserve a lot of credit.
Well, to be honest with you, I really want to try Field because they mentioned things like, oh, there's creative, like-minded people here who
Yeah.
are open-minded, and
Gay.
I think it's more of, whatever. I think it's more of like a, it's more about like cerebral connections, like how you connect with someone spiritually or
Yo, that's not for
intellectually.
you, fam. That's not for you.
No, it's not for you. What you
No,
mean?
that's not for you, bro.
That's not for you.
No, that's not for you. Like you like the idea of that, of being that. And
Of being,
I was breaking your balls about that. I was like, oh, open-minded people. I was like, oh, never mind. We got a far left this year. It's not gonna happen. But I can help
I
you.
mean,
I can train you. I'm very well versed in far leftism. I've had my dick in a lot of far leftists. So
yeah, I'm sure.
they love me, bro.
Yeah, I know they love you.
They love me. They love my light skin ass. They love your light skin ass too, but you gotta be prepared, man.
Uh, I mean, don't even get me started on people like that.
People like
Some
what?
people that I think are into people like me because they're trying to fill
White chicks?
some some slot in their life where they're like, I have to date this type of person and this type of person and this type of person, you
Bro.
know?
First of all, I got to comment on this because this is so stupid. I was going to ask you, but I was like, I don't even need to because I'm pretty sure Google will correct it. You said it's called Field, right? And I was like, there's no
Yes.
way it's actually called Field. It's spelled in a stupid way because that's how fucking apps have always worked. They like put a little cutesy fucking... It's everything. It's everything. Companies are named the same exact way. But yeah, Field. Feeld. Why?
Yes. F
Wow.
double
Can't
E
spell. Can't spell.
FEELD.
This is college, folks.
Shut the fuck up,
And
man. I'm in a pasta coma. I just had stuffed shells.
and that's why you don't go to college.
Yeah, that's why you don't go to college. You'll be happier and you'll have more hair.
Yeah, go learn how to fucking weld. All right, I just downloaded this app. You should do it too. Let's do it together.
I did download it.
Okay, and then let's match, and then let's fuck.
No, I didn't even start my profile yet. I was just
Bro,
looking
that
at
picture,
it.
the picture you sent me, by the way, I didn't even.
What?
It was probably because it was you sent it to me late. I gotta pull it up on stream now. Hold on a sec. Because on the website, because I'm on it on my phone and on the computer, and it's a different picture. And the picture you sent me, it's like it's a brother with like some blue shit on his eyes, and it's like some white broad with some silver shit on her eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. I gotta be on this app now because everybody's gonna hate me on this.
Yeah, and that's the type of energy you want in life, I'm sure.
No.
Everyone hates you.
All right. Listen, my son. I'm gonna tell you a story. It's a very quick story. There was a girl that I matched with twice on fucking Tinder, right? Beautiful girl, beautiful fucking girl. Lives like literally like not like less than a mile from me, like very nearby, right?
So she's in the Bronx.
Yeah, but like really near me. And
okay.
I was like, there's so many people. I remember there was a time where I counted how many times I swiped left because I'm so fucking picky. I swiped left 432 times.
Wow.
Yes. So
It's like a
anyway,
reflex at that point.
I'm nasty at fuck. I know I'm so vain, and I make no fucking bones about it. Whatever the fuck people say, I don't give a fuck. Like I need to like your face, and
That's
I
most people.
people fucking scheme in their pictures, so that can backfire. But whatever. Usually I'm like decent at it. And so there's this
Mm-hmm.
girl. I was like, oh my god, I love her face. She's so fucking cute, and she's nearby. Seems like a decent purse, and we chat a bit. And I
Mm-hmm.
think at the time I was like really like obnoxious about like political shit. So I put all that shit in my thing because I'm like I saw all these women on the apps and they have all this shit in their bio. So I'm like, yo, let me just not waste my time. Let me just put things out on the table. And I think I overshot it, but because the way a lot of people probably read it was like, oh, he's a fucking alt-right fucking MAGA, right wing, blah blah blah, all the dumb shit that people fucking think who don't, use their brains. So anyway, I matched with this girl. We talked for a bit, and she was like asking me stuff about like I think I put something in my bio about how I'm a libertarian at the time, and to her that was like a deal breaker because she didn't pay attention to that, because Tinder you swipe, you're just looking at people's
I'm
faces.
sorry. I went into like some type of mental break. What did you say you
Oh
were?
god damn it, woman! This was like a couple years ago. At the
Oh, okay.
at the time, I put in my bio that I was a libertarian or like a libertarian something else. Probably a libertarian anarchist, which is like I think I'm still kind of in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate those labels, but
Multiple.
this was like still like in the freshness of like fucking people really bugging out. Like everything is fucking alt right and all this shit. So
Mm-hmm.
this girl, very attractive girl, liked me. Obviously was very pleased with my face because I have a very pleasing face. But um, yeah, she asked me about that stuff. She was like, oh, so you're like a libertarian? I was like, not necessarily. I just put that in there because people seem to care about this shit a lot. So I'm like, oh, I gotta put this in phrasing that makes sense to people. You know what I mean? And she
Mm-hmm.
and she unmatched me like for whatever. She was nice about it actually. She didn't just unmatch me like she was like, oh well, that's not really what I'm looking for. And I was like, all right, that's fine, no big deal. Like, nice talking to you, whatever. And then, I don't know, several months ago, matched with her again, and even I didn't realize that it was the same chick. And we spent a while talking, like texting on the app, on Tinder or whatever. And we started bonding like over Fallout because I'm a big Fallout dork and all this shit, and video
Mm-hmm.
games and like music and all this shit, mostly Fallout to be honest. And then eventually she was like, "Wait a second, didn't we match before?" And I was like, "Huh?" And she's like, "Aren't you that like conservative dude or whatever?" And like Republican guy, and I was like, "Definitely not." And she was like, and then I was like, "Wait, oh yeah." And I was like, "Oh, I want to slit my fucking wrist."
Oh my
Because I
gosh.
spent so much time talking to this fucking broad, and she just realized. So I was asking her like, what is the big deal? And she
Oh.
was like, well, it's just the thing is that like she's like, well, do you have anything that like you care about, like causes? And I was just like, oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. And I was like, not really. Like you're asking me if I'm an activist, basically. Like I'm not. And she was like, well, I can't.
Mm.
I'm not interested in being anyone who's not an activist. And I wanted to. I could have hit her with machine gun fire. And I was just like, you know what? She's being nice. She's being honest. I'm trying to be a different person. And
Mm-hmm.
I was honestly like sad because we like bonded to a degree on a bunch of things, and she's very cute. And she said that, and I was just like, God damn it, I fucking hate these goddamn apps.
Yeah. I totally get it.
Do you feel like you're
I,
the same way though? Like you feel like someone has to be like total Like, I mean, I know your nuances now more. Like, I break your balls about being like fucking, you know, ACAB fucking far leftist and shit.
Yes,
But you
ACAB
have,
all the way.
yeah, that's just a
Fuck
part of you
12.
though, because you're not like,
Fuck 12.
all right, you're not like you don't have like a monolithic. I mean, a lot of people on the left, on the far left specifically, have like this monolithic like set of things. Like the starter kit, they have all the things. You're not one of those people. So that's why I like talking to you, because you pointed out, you're like, hot take, you know what I mean? Like unpopular opinion or whatever, which I think we should probably make a
Yeah.
segment. Because I think that's very useful. But anyway, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What
You
so
see,
how do you feel about like that? Do you feel like you're the same way in terms of dating? That you need that kind of stuff?
well, I mean, I don't think they have to be all the way like the way that I am into the things I'm into or against the things I'm against.
Yeah.
Uh, because most people aren't, and most people aren't going to go all the way and, um, just tell people, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that, and I protest and do all this stuff because that's what I do and that's what I like to do because that's just how I
But
feel
in
that
terms of values,
yeah, in terms of values, they don't have to have the exact same values. However, I would be kind of disappointed if they had some like, uh maybe conservative views, like
but you have conservative
politically
views.
wise. Politically wise.
You have
I'm not
conservative
talking
views that are.
which ones.
Oh, what was it? I remember like last time we spoke, you brought up, you said it was one of these things that it was like, this is like a unpopular opinion. It's kind of conservative. I mean, I'm not trying to like chastise you like or anything like that. It's just I think that's normal. I think most people are like that.
Oh,
Like
I
they
mean,
might not want to admit it because of like the tribalism that exists in our culture, but
yeah, everyone isn't in a one size fits all box when it comes to political views. However, I think that more or less I would like to be with someone who leans a little bit more to the left than to the right. Because
oh
if
my
you're
god.
just or if even worse, if you're a
Yeah.
centrist, don't even come near me, please.
Okay, so all right. Oh my god, there's so many things. I got to I got to start taking notes. There's so many things, but I'm
I don't think you have to start taking notes.
no,
Just
no, no. I
you
do
know,
have to start taking notes because I'm curious about everything and I find everything interesting. And there's not only a few things that you said that were very interesting in that, but I'm also setting up my thing on this app and it asks me what my gender is. And I have to scroll for a minute to get to the end of the DK fucking genders.
so then scroll and find the gender. Duh,
No.
simple as that.
No. And you know what's funny?
Okay.
What's the first one on this list, you think?
Uh, Probably some type of non-binary.
Wrong. Man, because we're the only thing that matters. Oh.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Oh.
That's
That's
what
the
you
only
think.
thing that
No,
matters.
that's
Wait,
what you
yo, hold up
think.
a sec, hold up a sec. Oh. Okay.
That's what you think. Oh man, you put the fucking
Yeah, I know.
alarm in
That's
there.
actually
Oh,
built into Discord. They added that, so probably a really cool guy that works for them that added that. Anyway, you sound like you sound like my mother.
oh gosh, give me a break.
So
Why?
hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Man, woman. Then it goes to other.
Those are the two probably most common used ones
Hey,
on
you
a dating
watch your
app.
hateful language, my
Dating
friend.
app. Let me finish the sentence and
Okay.
stop framing me.
All right. Sorry, babe.
That's right. You better know. Anyway, so the other ones I'm guessing are non-binary, intersex, non-gender conforming, right?
That is part of it. Yeah. It goes
Yeah, I mean,
on.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know too many apart from those. Maybe gender fluid or
Mm-hmm.
gender non-conforming.
Wow.
Uh,
You score more points in the cult if you fucking guess all of them actually. So you should keep going.
shut up. I mean, that's pretty much all I know.
Wow,
Maybe
you fucking bigot, you fucking hateful bitch. Fuck
well,
you.
because there's different ways of describing different, genders or like
Wow, you're a fucking
gender
horrible person. Cancel this bitch. Cancel
ways to
Cherub.
present. Yeah, cancel Cherub
Yeah.
because I'm just trying to learn. I'm just trying to learn, Like
So cock.
I know pansexual is on there too,
AKA
right?
bisexual. There's only two genders, so yeah, for sure.
Oh God, here we go.
Only two.
There are
It's
not.
funny that you mentioned that because there's a guy that someone sent. I don't think I put it on the. I might have put it on the list, but hold on. All right, let's not get too crazy because I'm
Well,
trying to stay on track.
here's the way that I think about this, if it
Okay.
matters, because
It
you're
doesn't,
the
but
only
continue,
person.
please.
You know what, man? Fuck you, first of all, and second,
I love you.
this is the way that I think
Yeah.
about this. I've came to the conclusion. I've, I just thought, hey, it's 2023. There shouldn't be just two genders. So
Why?
there's no problem because it's just, proven time and time again that not everyone fits into the perfect little gender boxes that we have for people. So why
God.
not let their,
Okay. You know,
why not?
no, I want to
Why not?
I want to grapple with what you're saying, but I'm trying to like. It's like this is why I fuck with you, dude. Because like, fuck, dude. All right, just give
I
me a
mean,
second.
we're already so far into 2023.
Okay,
Like we made it mad far as a species. Why not just, keep this and see how it goes? Like just keep moving forward and change things.
yeah,
Don't be afraid to
okay.
change.
I'm not. And also, fucking, I've been trying to figure out the words to say it. One of the things I love about your voice is that you do this thing. There's only one other person that I've met that does this thing that you do when you're speaking, and you do the, and it's so fucking good. It's fucking, it's, and the funniest aspect of when you're talking, you, and it's so black, but also the only other person that I know who does it is the whitest dude ever, and it's so
I don't
funny.
even I don't even know where I got this shit from. I think it's from this friend that I was hanging out with all the time, like when I was 14 or so. She would do that all the time. And
Was she
people
black?
pointed out that no, she was
Wow.
Puerto Rican. And
From
she
from
was my
here?
best friend. Yeah, she was my best friend ever from middle school. And my dad pointed out that ever since I started hanging out with her more, that I've been doing that too.
Yeah, it's like a fucking
And
pastor in the South. That's what you
yo, shut
do.
up.
It's fucking
Or
amazing. It's so good. I'm not trying to like fucking make fun of you. I just it's one of the things that I mean I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna retread things. Like I've already told you how much I love your voice or whatever, but like that is very true. I fucking it's so funny how you do
no, I
that.
think of
Especially when you're passionate. It really comes out. So
Kanye West does that as well. And,
does he?
Yeah, he does. In his raps, I mean,
Which
when he,
raps?
when he raps, I think like I think in the interviews that I've heard him like recently from maybe 2019 or so, like he actually
Oh wait, I
has a
think I know what you
similar
mean. Yes.
he does the same thing. I think it's to add some pizzazz to,
I don't think no, I think it's a tick. I think it's a verbal tick.
yeah, I think that I do that the same way I say LOL after saying something I mean business on in
Mm.
DMs or in text messages.
Wait, really? Is that wait, say that again.
In DMs, text
Mm-hmm.
messages, and the like, I always add LOL to the end of a statement that I mean business on, but I don't want people to take
Wow.
it. But I don't want people to take it as me being too pushy because that's what I've been called my entire life. And I'm just being,
Wow.
I just put my foot down more often than most people because y'all be flim flam. So every single time that I say something, they're like, "Yo, you mad pushy?
That
Why you
is
being so
crazy. Oh,
aggressive?"
okay. So I think I understand. I think I understand psychologically what this actually means. But wow, what a fucking thing to hear. Because that's like,
Y-
it's the opposite of usual. I mean, I kind of get it because sometimes I'll acknowledge that like I'm saying something that might come off as serious, and I throw the LOL on at the end just to be like, "Hey, bro, we're just having this fucking good time here." But that is so interesting
Well,
because
there's
you're
a
like
lot of
you're saying you're
things.
dead ass.
Yeah, I'm dead ass, but LOL to keep it lighthearted, you know.
Wow, that's so interesting. You want to have my baby?
Uh,
What?
yeah, sure. We already had like four of them though.
All right, so that's so interesting. Okay, so wow, so you're that's so. Do you think it's like a maybe the end? You throwing the LOL at the end is maybe like a guilty conscious thing because you're like you're being dead ass. You're trying to make a point, but you throw LOL at the end, which logically doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, bro, this is stuff that I talk about during therapy,
Mm-hmm.
and I come to the conclusion that I'm still following the mindset of someone who is afraid to show their true colors sometimes, because most of the time it wasn't well respected,
Hmm.
and I'm just trying to, you get it,
Not
just
really.
be me, just be me,
Yeah.
and not feel so, I don't know, attacked when I put my foot down. And as a woman, you know, this is still something that's kind of taboo. People don't really like aggressive or assertive women. So
I do.
there you go. In bed, but not in real life.
Oh, you don't fucking know nothing about me. You shut
What?
your
I'm telling the
fucking
truth.
mouth,
I'm
woman.
telling the truth.
You're
Guys are always
not.
like, oh, guys are always like, I love tough girls. I love a mean
Top
woman.
girls? Wait,
But
hold on a second, my friend.
a tough
Oh,
girl.
okay. I was about to say that's some funny stuff. Some guys telling
A
you I
tough
like a top girl. Oh, what the fuck is
no,
wrong with you? Okay, all right, that's fine.
guys guys always say that I love a tough girl who
No,
can
you're right.
handle herself. And then when they meet them, they're like, yo, you gotta pull back, shorty, you're too much or whatever. It's stupid.
Yeah,
It's a double standard that
I
I'm
like
sick
a
and
bro like a
tired of.
smack around
It's
psychologically.
because it's because like logically, I mean, I don't know, most men are still afraid of women that are just not going to need them for anything or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because
Can't
I
relate.
mean,
Not afraid of women. I'm a tough guy. I don't know.
when you think about it, like as grown adult people, why would you not be assertive? Like who's going to do who's living a life where you don't have to speak up for yourself here?
Wait,
Who?
what?
No one.
What is this question?
I'm saying, like, as a grown person, as an adult
Yeah,
human being,
yeah.
why are you not assertive? Like, you don't know how to stand up for yourself at 30 something years old?
Are you speaking
That's a
about people in
problem.
general, and like in general, or
Yeah,
like
people in general. People in general.
I don't know. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Cherub's asking the hard hitting questions. Fucking Barbara Walters over here. Um,
Yeah. I love Barbara Walters.
I do too.
And Joan, I forgot what her name was from E.
Joan
She
asshole.
died. Yeah.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah, Joan Rivers. There we
She was a
go.
comedian. It was a completely different thing.
No, she interviewed people here and there.
Did
Like,
she?
yeah, she would ask like hard hitting questions as well.
Well, yeah, she was a fucking comedian. The comedians are the best. But
Yeah,
okay,
I miss her.
me too. Insane amounts of work done on her face. Like the body dysmorphia was wild. But okay. Damn, I feel like that's a really good sign, the fact that it's so easy to go off the rails with people. But I'm trying to really lately focus on like keeping things on track. So you say a lot of things that I want to keep going on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pero we're gonna move on to something different.
Shut up, man.
We're gonna move on to something different. To talk.
That could be a Dominican accent.
Yeah, it's one of your fucking cousins. That we gotta build the wall for. We gotta get rid of these fucking. Anyway,
Dominicans don't need a wall because the Dominican Republic is in the Caribbean.
we need a wall in the ocean, bro.
Yeah, that's called
Nope.
the Bermuda Triangle, I think.
No. All right. First of all, that's not where the Bermuda Triangle is. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Shut up.
Have you heard about the Roseanne stuff?
Yeah, I've heard about Roseanne. She got a new cute haircut.
No, that's not what I was
I heard about the Roseanne stuff. She got a cute new haircut. First of all, no, just an observation as a woman who likes beauty. You know, like I thought, hey, that was a really cute haircut that she got.
Okay.
But what did she say again? Because it's kind of like irrelevant.
I'm gonna pull it up now. She's because
a crotchety baby boomer.
Hold on, babe. Don't fucking jump ahead of the thing. I'm gonna stream my screen so you can see all the KKK stuff that I watch. But
you better not.
You really think I was serious? Are you fucking kidding me? All right,
I'm just
so
saying.
you fucking idiots. Hold on. All right, so wait, I don't know if they. I have to link. There was a clip because I actually started to watch this podcast. It was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, which is a pretty good podcast. He fucking he deleted it. That's so fucking pussy.
Yeah, typical.
Oh no, YouTube deleted it. He didn't delete it. Yeah, that makes more sense. What are you fucking talking about? I told you.
No, I'm just saying. I told
you don't even know what you're telling me. Get the fuck out of my face right now.
Typical. It's typical for people to just be deleting shit nowadays.
People? You mean a massive corporation who fucking actively goes out of their way to censor things, that you mostly agree with.
Especially YouTube. What the fuck you mean?
Those are your people, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Damn, now I gotta fucking do homework. All right, so Roseanne.
You can take your time. It's not like you're being graded on it.
No, but I mean, we can talk about it in the meantime while I do this. It was something about first of all, the most important thing to mention is that Roseanne she's part Russian and she's part Jewish. Like that's part, all that shit is mixed in her shit. She's a Jewish woman. Did you not know that?
No, I didn't.
A lot of people don't know that.
I thought she was like some type of Native American.
No, she's mixed a lot, but I think there's a lot of Russian Jews. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's Jewish.
She's a white woman.
I mean, okay.
She is a white woman.
Well, yeah, she is a white. Well, I'm a white woman too, so watch your words.
Yeah, I knew that though.
Okay, Twitter might still have the deal. Let's see. I gotta fuck. Oh, God damn it. Okay, there we go. I'm a huge. I'll be straight up. I'm a massive fan of Roseanne Barr. I've always loved Roseanne.
I have no real opinion on her because to me she's like some relic of the past or something.
Nah, she's an icon, bro. Yeah, the show is amazing.
Yeah, I like her show, Roseanne.
And we'll get into that in a second. I'll point out some things that she did with her show that the executives at ABC in particular pushed against her on. So she was like OG SJW. So I'll wait to get into that.
Yeah,
but like,
she used to be feminist as fuck.
No, she still is. But let's see.
For the 90s, I'm saying for the 90s, I was really out there because those were like out there views at the time. But now it's just basic humanities.
All right, babe.
That's the truth, and don't you dare say anything against her. You'll be off YouTube, Facebook, honey. Twitter.
I know.
Like, it sounds condescending as fuck.
I was. Damn, that's another thing that again I'm being facetious.
Yeah, when aren't you?
Okay, little cutie pie, stupid bitch.
Yeah, that sounds more relevant.
I'll just say that. I'll say that's more accurate. It's like,
okay,
listen,
you stupid bitch.
Listen, you little fucking dumb broad over here. You should shut your fucking mouth and watch the fucking thing, huh?
Yeah, talk to me like that. I like it.
Oh no. All right. Dude, damn, I'm not the only one with problems. All right. Anyway, let's watch. Let's watch.
All right. Go ahead.
So funny.
And all the other ones, because we have, there's such a thing as the truth and facts, and we have to.
Yeah, where to go?
And
what? You don't see it?
Yeah, I do now.
Aren't you wasted?
No.
Liar.
I'm just so stressed that I'm like livid, But that's a different conversation for a different time.
Okay, fine. Can you see the fucking thing now?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at it.
I'm gonna start it from the beginning.
See?
This guy has a fucking mullet.
Shut the fuck up and watch the fucking thing, dude.
Oh.
Do you not know who Theo Vaughn is?
No. He looks like...
He's a famous comedian from Louisiana, and that's his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy with... He's the guy with the mullet, yeah. But he's a good dude.
With the mullet.
Yeah. All right. Shut the fuck up until we're done with this video. It's a minute and 22 seconds.
See? That's the truth. And don't you dare say anything against it, or you'll be off YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other ones, because we have, there's such a thing as the truth and facts, and we have to stick to it. And,
it's scary.
And that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either.
No.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen. 6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Yeah.
Mandated.
Well, because you're part Jewish, right? Part of your family's Jewish?
I'm all Jewish.
You're all Jewish.
100%.
And a lot of Hollywood is Jewish, yeah? It's like a lot of Hollywood is a Jewish business, really. Well, they started Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right. But so was it weird
Just like rap. Black people started rap.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go over there and try to get in rap and go, all these black people, go on Saturday Night Live like Dave Chappelle. I'm just saying a lot of black people are in control of rap.
Right.
Hello?
No, duh.
Well, you went there. You try to get in show business. Of course it's Jewish. But, and people should be glad that it's Jewish too, because if Jews were not controlling Hollywood, all you'd have was fucking fishing shows.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
I didn't hear that part. The end was my favorite.
What the fuck is that?
That was great.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
All right, all right. Hold on a sec.
It just sounds like the most clueless fucking baby boomer. Bro. Like this is like a whole genre.
Seriously?
This should be its own genre at this point.
All right, so from the beginning, she's talking about Jews in Hollywood, right? But do you see how the exact part could be misconstrued or taken advantage of? Because what the media ended up reporting was that they took her words and quoted it as like literal fact, like that was her intention. So they attributed intent.
Yeah.
But you heard her words, right?
Yeah, I heard the stupid shit that she said.
Okay, what? So go. Should we play the video again and like you can tell me what was the point where you were like, all right, this was stupid as fuck. I think her delivery.
Point, you know.
So you heard that. So okay, so the Holocaust point. You heard that as like she was like literal.
She's literally stupid, is what I think. Don't even say stuff like that.
No, she's being sarcastic.
Yeah, I know, but it's just not something to joke about at this time. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Make jokes.
All right. Okay, so that's a different. Okay, so even Jews can't talk about Jews.
No, don't joke about the Holocaust in any way. That's enough.
But but that is what you're saying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Jews are not allowed to make jokes about. They're not allowed to not even make jokes. Because she wasn't making a joke. She was being sarcastic.
I don't care. It's stupid.
So you're not Jewish.
No, I'm definitely not. But it's
So
stupid.
you think that it's appropriate for you to tell Jewish people how they talk about their own people? I'm speaking in leftist, by the way. I'm playing devil's advocate because this is what happened to her. This is what people lit her up.
Yeah, because she sounds stupid. I don't care if she's sarcastic or not. That's a dumb thing to say and joke about.
What is a dumb thing to say?
To say what she said about the Holocaust, like about
she was making a point about what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say.
Typical way that conservatives love.
No, dude. Okay.
They love to do this. They love to make a mockery of things.
She's not a conservative, first of all. She's not a conservative. But also, this is perfect.
She is.
This is perfect because we were talking about this earlier. We were talking about the things you can't, I make frequent jokes about this, the things you're not supposed to say. Like I was making a joke before we started streaming about how, oh yeah, listen, Cherub, you can't fucking say these horrible things that you say about these types of people. Like that, like stuff, because we all know that like it's not just like the obvious things that like we were raised on saying that like you can't say these things. You can't it's not about saying certain words, which are the obvious words. We don't have to get into it, but like it's grown into a thing where it's like now it's not about the words, it's about a group of words, certain ideas that you say that you can't share. So like I don't know what your perspective is on like YouTube policies per se, which we're on right now, by the way. So fucking watch your fucking mouth, bitch.
What is going on, man? This is what I think about the situation. This is obviously not geared towards someone like me. I'm not part of this demographic that she's trying to entertain or whatever the fuck she's trying to do. So, I mean, I wouldn't have come across this if you didn't show it to me. Because first of all, Roseanne, even though I loved the show in the 90s, she's irrelevant. And she's not really anything that I would want to spend money on or time listening to.
Okay.
I think she has a very outdated sense of humor to me that belongs in like.
What are you talking about? There's so many people.
It's her. It's Dave.
You calling me fucking irrelevant, son? David Chappelle is irrelevant?
Listen, let me get it off my chest. I'm sick and tired.
All right, go ahead, babe.
Of these old people complaining that they cannot be un-PC and super offensive anymore. Just don't be like that. Be funny in some other way, okay? This society is trying to move forward, and you keep making these dumbass jokes. You're gonna keep pushing it into, a place where we don't want to be anymore, man. You're old. Hang it up. That's just what I think.
I think it was an older person who was ranting, and literally someone who's the same age as Roseanne or even older, and they were ranting about
younger. It doesn't matter.
No,
that
son.
Sense of humor is fraud.
Listen to me. All right, hang on a sec. Someone who was older and left-leaning, like Mark Maron, as a matter of fact. Mark Maron is like an obvious fucking like left-wing dude. Nobody breaks his balls about being the old irrelevant dude. He's a guy
I don't even know who that is, but
exactly my point. He's he's one of the greatest comedians of all time, and he's like the godfather of podcasting.
Oh. Okay.
And he's a very big left-wing dude, Jewish guy also. And he actually interviewed Barack Obama on his podcast, and it was a very monumentous occasion. And if you haven't heard the WTF podcast, you should, because he has a fucking massive archive, and he's a phenomenal interviewer. He's a great person.
I'm gonna have to look into that because
I'm surprised you haven't heard. You don't know who Mark Maron is.
Maybe I have and I forgot or something.
He looks like fucking Geraldo Rivera, like the Jewish version. But anyway,
that could be my uncle.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Basically.
But anyway, so you look at it like someone is okay. Like, yeah, you went off the rails there for a second, dude.
I didn't go off the rails at all.
Yeah, you did. You did, because you're just like,
How
shut up
so?
because you disagree with me.
I didn't say shut up. I said, here's what I think. And
She's irrelevant, you said. It's an irrelevant older person, but like I could point,
That's
I
my
could.
opinion.
No, that's fine.
I can
Yeah,
say-
of course.
I can say
Yeah,
whatever I want. That's
I
my
know.
opinion.
I'm not saying, yeah, of course, dude. I'm not saying you can't have your opinion. But if I did point to you someone who had a similar, you're not grappling with what we're talking about, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course not.
They're moving the goalposts. Like, you're like, we got to talk about what she's saying. This is a Jewish woman who grew up. She's always been, so like either you're doubting her Jewishness, or you think that, or you're thinking that it's okay to tell a Jewish person that she can't comment on stuff that has to do with Jews.
Yo, literally, I don't think either of those things. I just think her sense of humor is corny.
That's fine. The sense of if you're
Period.
commenting on the sense of humor, that's fine. But you were saying that you were really attacking what she was saying.
I said it before, and I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Her sense of humor is fried. It's stupid. That's what I think.
But there are so many people that have the same sense of humor.
Like who? Those people don't talk to me. I don't run in those circles.
First of all, those people, wow, dude.
Oh God, here
wow,
we go.
those people.
You said those people, and I'm like, the people.
I
that
didn't
you're
say those.
talking
I didn't
about-
say those. Well, I said it in context. You're saying it in different contexts. You fucking.
Oh, whatever. Give me a break.
It's time to cancel,
I
Cherub.
meant- yeah, cancel me because I don't like Roseanne. I
Listen.
don't.
So
I
what
don't
is
like
it?
Dave Chappelle that much either.
Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's stay on topic, babe.
We are on the topic. We were watching the
Let's stay
video,
on
and
topic,
I
sweetie. Let's stay on topic,
said-
sweetie,
we
honey.
were on the topic. I said, I think
What
her
is
sense
it?
of humor is
So
corny.
shh.
What's corny about it to me, and this is why it's corny, it's because this is the brand of not liberal, someone who's not liberal or whatever she is. The brand of sense of humor that she has that's frequent with people like this who are anti-SJW or whatever. They love to make a mockery of things that are considered controversial in order to prove a point. And it's just so done. It's done already. Like, you either are offensive or you're not. just be it. Just live authentically.
So you think her motive is to be offensive?
That's what it sounds like, because if you're making sarcastic remarks about the death of Jewish people in the Holocaust, that's really, really dumb. Like, that's a really dumb thing to say. Either way you slice it, it's
So
still
you
gonna sound
okay? So you're it's okay. All right. Let's pull back a second here. Okay, let's follow the beginning of the logic here, the conversation where he talks about it, and we can play it again if you want.
Go right ahead.
She starts out by talking about censorship is the primary focus here within big tech. So YouTube in particular, you can't say certain things. So she, as what a lot of people I think would agree is what a comedian does, and it's an effective way of making a point, is to be sarcastic and caricaturistic about what's going on. They exaggerate things, and her delivery is obviously very dead, right? Like, you hear it sounds, her delivery is in the form of someone who is
It's stale.
talking. Yes, but that's she's, first of all, she's an older woman. Second of all, that's probably intentional because that facilitates her point. Because she's making the point of just like, yeah, that's the norm. Yeah, nothing happened. Yeah, let's just. You can't.
Sounds like she's riding a dead horse. Okay.
She's riding a dead horse.
You know, she's just doing too much right now. It's,
All right.
It's just dead. The
Let's-
sense of
all
humor
right,
is
you-
corny. That's it.
Okay. I mean, the sense of humor, I can't argue with that because that's a subjective thing or whatever. But let's do it again and we'll see, because this is a short thing. I'll play it like until after she says
That's
that part.
the truth. And
Yeah.
don't you dare say anything against it, or you'll be off YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other ones, because
I wish this clip played it like what she was saying, but I mean, I'm sure I can find it. But I can tell from the context she's talking about censorship.
What?
She's talking about like what you can and cannot say on the major platforms because.
Yeah, what else do privileged Americans complain about?
No, but do you? All right, that's a yeah, but that, like, do you or do you not agree with the fact that major platforms like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube censor people's speech?
Well, yes, to an extent, but really it's just to protect certain people from
Who are
what
those
they might
people?
encounter. People who might see something as sensitive information or a sensitive topic. I mean, there's a reason why we have people on these big social media platforms that are, not allowed to post because they used to post something like, child pornography
I mean,
or something
yeah, we're not.
racist.
Yeah, let's not talk
I'm
about.
talking about in general huge situations like those.
Yeah,
But,
child porn is a different thing, though. I'm talking about like things that are not. I mean, racism. We can. That's fair game.
Yeah.
Child
Things
porn.
like
I think
that.
everyone fucking agrees. It's like, yo, let's not fucking. We
Or,
have to get rid of this.
Racial discrimination, as just stuff like that. Stuff that nobody would find appealing in the right mind.
So
But
that's your
when it comes-
understanding is that like these major corporations who have.
Censorship is there to protect certain people from things that most people would find offensive. And that's what the report button is for. So it can start to extrapolate information. I mean, if more and more people report images that are found to be offensive and they're fitting with the criteria of what they should, delete, then they'll do it. I mean, it's kind of like if it gets reported enough times, it would be deleted because this amount of people say that it's offensive. That's what the options are there for.
Okay, so I mean, I admire your blind faith in the system because
I'm not saying that I believe in the system. I'm saying that the people's voice
you are
matters.
though. No, you are though. You're saying that like the powers that be. If we're talking about like let's just zero in. Let's say Facebook. Let's just focus on Facebook. Let's say
the powers that be aren't as relevant as the opinions of the users.
No, but what?
Yeah,
no, I understand your point. But what I'm saying is, what your idea is based off of is you're giving a lot of credit to the people, the powers that be. Let's say I hate fucking using that terminology, but like, let's say big tech, right? You're saying that like, okay, it's all up to the people the users, right? Like this is a very democratic idea that you're expressing, right? Like it's like it depends on like the people that are reporting things and shit like that, and you're discounting the idea of corruption within the structure that allows people to share things in general. So Facebook, Twitter, this is literally the entire reason why Elon Musk bought Twitter, by the way. But I won't get into that. Facebook, which is like, Facebook and I know they own other shit, but like obviously Instagram, shit like that. They have there's an establishment, there's a management fucking, I don't know how else you can put it, but like that there's a corporate structure to it, and they have directives and they have people that they report to and HR people and shit like that, and they tell them we have to enforce things XYZ to make money. So it's not just about like, okay, the people have spoken and they're reporting things that are bad. Like, yes, they definitely do that because there are obviously horrible things that are posted to social media accounts and stuff like that. But you're not paying attention to the fact of like, there's a directive and there are people in charge in the upper echelons of these corporations that are obviously running things because that's their job. You're running a fucking massive business. So this is the major thing. Listen to this. Joe Rogan had on what's her name, Vijaya Gadye, on his podcast with Jack Dempsey. Not Jack Dempsey. That was the fucking boxer. Jack. What's his fucking name? Jack. Jack my dick off. The guy, Jack. You know, everyone knows Jack, the Twitter guy.
I don't know his name, but I know his name is Jack.
It's on the tip of my tongue. My memory is horrible, but he had both of them on. So this is the guy who created Twitter, who obviously has no fucking balls in the race because he broke off pieces of the company, and so he had like a massive board of directors, and he had no real say in the company, and he became this like hippie fucking douchebag. But he had him and
As
the
they all
fucking
do.
yeah. It's like if you ever watch Silicon Valley. That is so accurate because that's how all this shit works. But
yeah, and the show We Work as well.
Oh yeah, I think you brought that up to me. I gotta write that down. I'm gonna write it down right now.
Yeah, We Work with Jared Leto and Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, so he had those two on, and Jack was just fucking kind of sitting there like I don't know what the fuck. He was fucking being a cuck. And then the chick who's actually in charge of like she's high up. She was giving all these very corporate answers about censorship, and she comes onto the biggest platform in the fucking world, the Joe Rogan Experience, and she pretends, oh, I don't know about this specific, why this massively popular person got banned and all this shit. She played this game, and it's very obvious that she's doing corporate, like she's doing what politicians do. So I implore you to watch that, even though I know you probably think Joe Rogan's a fucking like Trump supporter or whatever the fuck. But like you can watch a person who is a person of color for one, and she's in a really high position of power, and she's selling bullshit. So that's the main thing I take issue with what you're saying, because I like what you're saying because like I wish things were that way. You know, the users, and I think Twitter is actually doing more of what you're saying now more than ever, because there's community notices. There's more involvement. It's not just like an algorithm that just bans people who say certain words and phrases. But I don't know. You tell me what you think.
I mean, I think now more than ever, people on social media have more power and control over what's acceptable to put on into the atmosphere than ever. Because, I mean, who are these corporations catering to? Us, the user. So when we have these times where we, report things that are unnecessary or cancel people, and we talk like we are against this situation or against this brand or this influencer. That's usually how it goes. And I mean, that's just my observation in general. Like now more than ever, the people have control over social media more than ever. And unless we're talking about the situation with Elon Musk, I mean, first of all, fuck that guy. And second, when he was on Twitter, when he owned Twitter or whatever the fuck
He
his
still owns
situation
Twitter.
was, yeah, Twitter's not exactly that much different. Everyone is still, just being on Twitter. I'm still on Twitter to this day. And while my profile has changed and while
What's your Twitter?
changed,
Shout out. Fucking plug your shit.
it's La Savage Dior. Yes.
Damn, I started to type that in, and La Sirena 69 came up, and I fucking love her. Anyway. No, there she goes with her fucking Democrat fucking mask on like a cuck.
Yeah, I just got home from the protest.
Corny. Do it. You got a cute face. Fucking show your face. You're a fucking pretty broad.
It has nothing to do with whether I'm a pretty broad or not. It goes with the aesthetic.
Nah, the aesthetic
it's just part of the look that I'm going
aesthetic
for.
of cuckness. Let's look at her pictures. Let's see. What is she doing?
That was during the
very art. Very art. All right. Legend for sure. Flowers. Okay. Yeah, we get it. You like flowers. Oh, your dad over here. Wow.
Yeah,
I knew it was your dad before I even read the thing where you said it was your dad. I'm fucking.
Yeah, because I showed it to you first, you dumbass.
With the thing on the side? No, I've seen a picture, but I don't know if you sent me this. That sculpture shit. That's mad cool.
Yeah, someone made a bust of him.
That's
in the
mad
601
cool.
gallery. Yeah. He hasn't stopped talking about it since.
Yeah, I'm sure he's losing his yeah, he's probably like, oh, this is very cool,
He's like,
man.
yo, I'm famous. I'm
yeah,
famous.
that's fucking cool, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking fro on fleek, too.
That's from 1970 when he first came to this country.
Wow, big opportunity.
Yep.
Came here to fucking have his daughter talk shit about nothing.
Pretty much. And get financial aid for being our student.
Yeah. Basically.
Shout out to you, Dad.
Yeah, you should, yeah. You fucking privileged as fuck. You look at the younger fucking crowd, they fucking look at it like everything is the worst thing in the fucking world here. And it's like, listen, motherfucker. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I just live life for me. That's it. I'm here to enjoy life, not worry about how everyone else perceives I should.
Right. All right, babe. So we were talking about corporations versus users, and you expressed the opinion that users have more power than ever to control things. So you think that users are actually empowered in social media?
Yes, now more than ever. Now in the 2020s, the user is what counts. I mean, that's what? What's your problem now?
You're killing me.
The user and the people's voice counts much more than ever, for sure. Because, I mean, we're both millennials. You know how the internet started out. It started out as the Wild Wild West, and then it became.
It should be the same way.
There should be a happy medium so that people are protected.
There's no such thing as a happy medium. It's either the Wild Wild West or it's fucking Nazi Germany. Like, that's how it works.
Oh, give me a break.
It's a slip. Everything is a slippery slope.
That's not how the world works. That's not how the world works.
The world works in very mysterious ways. So there's no one way that the world works when it comes to these things. When it comes to control, like, there's a reason why this country is what it is, and it's because of, you making me go down this fucking. You fucking kidding me, dude? You making me fucking recite the goddamn.
I'm not making you do anything.
You're making me do all the things.
I'm just sitting back and listening to you yell
making me
your microphone.
Fucking recite the founding fathers. So the founding fathers.
I don't even know what the fuck they said, and I study political science.
Well, that's a massive problem.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter at the end.
No, it does fucking matter, because if you can't disagree with something unless you fundamentally and very, 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 very deeply understand what it is that you're disagreeing with. So if you disagree with the founding fathers and they're all stupid fucking old white men that were racist and yada, 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 it's like, okay, do you understand?
I don't think that.
Okay, so do you understand what it took to what all the founding fathers, the whole process of founding the Constitution and even the, I mean, I won't even push it to go on to like the amendments over the years, because that took a very long time. But like all these things, okay, granted, bunch of old white men, right? Founded this country. Fuck those. More
educated than everyone else.
Fuck those, yeah. Fuck those stupid fucking whites. But what do you understand?
I mean, the same thing happens to this day.
No, it's not the same thing that happens today, because they studied many civilizations. That was the grossest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. What the fuck was that?
I coughed.
I
have been experiencing, just a heads up, I've been experiencing some lung and throat discomfort ever since
from sucking dick.
Yeah, from sucking your dad's dick. Anyway, from the fact that I was outside breathing in heavily and walking around and brisk walking
Stop
everywhere.
it with the fucking All right.
During our climate catastrophe, the second time. The first time it was just my eyes and my throat, but
All right.
now after dealing with that, I've been coughing ever since. Like
All right.
I feel like I smoked a pack already.
I give you a fucking pack to smoke when we're done here. Anyway.
Yeah. We're
All
in
right.
the middle of a climate catastrophe, and you're over here talking about founding fathers. We're in the middle of a climate catastrophe.
Stop it. Stay on track, my friend. What are we doing? What are we... Stop it. No, you're not.
It's just my 2 cents.
All right, whatever. I'll fix your throat later on. Don't worry about it. But, like, the thing...
Yeah. Call your dad.
Yeah, I don't think my dad's going to help you much. But anyway, fucking founding fathers, bro. Stay on fucking on point here. What are we doing? It's a massive... It's a group of men who read many books about the they drew from civilizations in human history, whether it be Rome or fucking, you know what I mean, like spots in Russia, like China, all this stuff. They read all these books and they all right, let's get together and let's fucking collab, bro. Let's collab. And the other guys are like, all right, man, give me a second. Let me put on my stupid wig and we're going to fucking talk, bro. Because I can't talk unless unless I have a stupid white wig on. And they're like, all right, fam, do your thing. And they fucking talked about the shit. They collabed the same way we're doing right now. It's people talking. And they were like, all right, what worked in this society with this fucking governing body? What was their system? All right, over here, let's talk about certain parts in Europe. What did they do? How's that going? All right, not great, but certain parts of it were pretty cool. Let's fucking grab some of that. Let's fucking make a fire remix, bro. And the other dudes were like, yo, that shit slaps. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's literally how the U.S. was constructed. Like, let's take the shit that hits from all these other fucking parts of the world and learn from the mistakes of all of these other parts of the world. And it took them a very long time to figure this shit out. And I feel like that's not emphasized enough.
And we still haven't figured it out.
No. All right. Okay. Yeah, sure. That was going to be my next point. Was
basically,
that like...
What I'm trying to say is this country is not socialist enough. It's not giving socialism.
But you're coming at it from a judgmental point of view of socialism.
Nah.
Which is socialism. Like, okay, socialism. Where is social? Where is the idea?
Will never, ever be socialist.
Why does it need to be socialist? Is what I'm saying.
Because it would benefit more of the people that it's trying to help, especially the type of people who come to this country in the first place. So if we have that system in place, like, don't you think it'll help everyone else out more instead of this rigid late stage capitalism that we're dealing with? What?
Keep in mind what I just said, right?
Yeah, you're talking about some irrelevant shit, bro.
No, I'm not. No, I just told you that there was a group of gentlemen who
that are like 1 billion years old. Okay.
No. They read and studied and did a lot more, including warfare, by the way. They did a lot more than us in terms of reading when it pertains to, like, you know, social stuff and war. And I'm telling you, all this stuff, and you cite socialism. So I'm telling you, they studied socialism. They studied all these parts of the world. And you're citing one small part of the world that subscribes to socialism. And you're saying that's the solution. So what you're saying is that, like, the country that we live in, you're discounting the fact of the success of this country. I mean, you can hate where we're at.
It doesn't look like it's succeeding.
Okay.
Doesn't look like we're succeeding.
We've been the massive superpower in the world for decades. Many decades. So
yeah, we also have the highest rate of incarceration, the highest rate of suicide. at this point.
Yeah.
Young people committing suicide. We're having socioeconomic issues where the biggest cities in this country have the most rates of homelessness and the highest drug use.
I didn't say we didn't have problems. I'm just saying we're doing way better than other parts of the world.
We're not doing way better in terms
All right,
of
so
other places.
Point to one. I'm gonna put a timer on this because there's other things I want to talk to you about. But point to one other place in the world that is the same scale as the United States.
South
that
Korea,
is doing
16.
No, wait, just let me finish.
My sister lived in South Korea.
You're already not listening, my friend.
All right, go ahead.
Same scale, which means same like size of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Amount of people, and show me that they're doing better than us.
I don't know a country that's as big as the United States, other than
There isn't.
Brazil.
No, Brazil is not even as big. There's nothing comes close because a lot of people like to pinpoint certain things. They like to pick things.
Canada, maybe
Canada still doesn't compare. Canada, I will give you that. Canada
doesn't matter in this point for the first time in my life.
I'll play ball. I'll be generous and I'll say that Canada is the closest in the world. Probably.
I mean,
but how are they doing better than us? They ban speech way more than you can't say certain things that I've literally heard you say.
Dude, this is
without
the
being
biggest
jailed.
Country of fucking entitled, narcissistic, douchebag, individualistic fucking morons in the world because of that First Amendment alone. Okay? This is
so
what
you don't agree so you don't think that people should say whatever they should be free to say whatever they want.
That's not what that means.
You just said that's not what means. All right. Hold on a second here. What are we doing here?
That's not what that amendment.
No, you're moving. I'm talking about other things, and you're moving the fucking goalposts to so many.
I'm not moving anything.
You are though, because I asked you a specific question and you did not answer it.
I don't even know what your question is because you talk in circles.
I asked you. No, I do not. I do not talk in circles. I asked you a very specific question. I said, who in comparison to the U.S. is doing better? Which in itself is, I guess, is a bigger. It's a big question. Yeah, that's scale.
Everything. That just.
How many people live in the United States? Do you even know that?
There's more people in South Korea than the United States.
That is not true. That's an insane thing. All right, so tell me. All right. Hold on. We'll go through this right now. Before I look this up, even though I know the numbers, how many people live in the United States?
I don't fucking know. A lot. It depends.
So how do you know? How can you say? All right, babe. How do you know that there's more people in South Korea than in?
That point is redundant.
No, it's not. What you're saying makes no sense. You said that there's more people in South Korea than there are in the United States. That is an insane thing to say.
But what does that have to do with the way that people live there?
It's not. No, it's not. Forget about the relevance. You said that. You said that there's more people in South Korea than there are.
I didn't say that. I said that you said in terms of the size and the scale of the United States.
Yes, scale is the key. I'm not talking about
scale. You're scaling on what? What is the scale?
Okay. First of all, I'll get to that. But you said there's more people in fucking South Korea. I'll throw in North Korea if you want to.
Oh, North Korea.
It does not compare.
You know what, bro? I have to do my skincare routine and go to sleep.
Stop it.
I'll talk about this.
Don't do this, bro. What are you doing?
No, I have to because
no, you don't. Look.
Yes, I do.
Hold on a sec.
First, you just compare South Korea and North Korea.
No, I'm being generous because I know the numbers.
You can't be serious.
Okay, forget about North Korea then. All right, forget about North Korea then. Okay, fine. I love you. All right. You see this?
I brought up South Korea because I knew someone close to me who lived there for years. And apart from the crazy work ethic that they have there, which is to be expected because that is
you're going off. We're talking about population, the people in South Korea.
But what does the population have anything to do with anything?
You brought it up.
I didn't bring it up.
Yes, you did. You said there were more people in South Korea than in the United States.
You told me to compare. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
It does matter, and it's okay if you're wrong.
Why does the population matter? Why does it matter?
Because you brought it up, dude.
No, I'm asking you, why does it matter?
Because it's a part of this. It's part of the scale argument that I was making. I was like, it's very easy for people to like, even if you take, you argued, I asked you, what other parts of the world scale in size and population to the United States? And you tell me if they're doing better. And you pointed out South Korea. And I said, okay, let's look at South Korea.
I meant in terms of ethics and their system that they have, which is capitalist like ours. But
all right, okay, so that's fine.
It's more hyper capitalist than ours.
But you're focusing. You're not. But yeah, you switched into something that we. No. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. You apparently didn't understand what I was saying.
Yeah, I didn't understand what you were saying, but I brought up a country to make a comparison. Like you
no,
said.
you didn't. But you did not answer my question. You switched the conversation. You're talking about more. You just said it yourself. You're talking about morals and ethics and blah blah blah. And it's okay. I love you. I'll still give you a kiss on the forehead. But I was talking about scale of countryside. So like country, like how many people live in this country?
I have no clue.
Give me a ballpark. No, there's a lot of data on this. Like you should know this by now.
Why should I know this?
Because you have
this
a lot
has
of
nothing to do with anything.
Because you have a lot of spirited opinions on this. So I would think I'm actually surprised you don't know this because
the size of this country and the amount of people we have here doesn't matter in comparison.
No, but I'm asking you.
Okay.
Give me a number.
I have no fucking.
Okay, fair. All right.
There is no number that could even be remotely accurate because there's 50 fucking states. There's 50 fucking states, bro.
There's no number that could be remotely accurate. You don't think that's like that's a far-fetched thing to say?
What does that have to do with the policies and the system that we have in place here in the United States?
Nope.
We could have almost 10 people.
Nope. We weren't talking about that. We weren't talking about that.
You were okay, sure.
Everything stems from the amount of people you have in a group to manage. That's how countries work. So your argument, and you know, like I'm trying to be like I hope you don't feel like I'm being an asshole or whatever. I'm just trying to keep things on track, right?
Okay.
Because I've gone down this route many times where people like they don't focus on what we started at and they move on to many other things. And I'm like, no, we're talking about this. This country has upwards of 400 million people.
Okay.
South Korea has
a giant country.
Yes. South Korea has 51 million. No, actually, I got to correct myself. 400 million. I think I said billion. I got to make sure that I'm right on that. I might have said 400 billion. That's crazy. But either way, yeah, upward like, and that's like blowing it up. 331 million. That's a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So I think I said billion before. South Korea. 51. Obviously, a very small country compared to the U.S. It's a fraction. That's like what? A sixth? So
okay, what are you getting at?
Then you have to factor in very nuanced things like the major cities. So what are the major cities in the U.S.? L.A., New York, right? Some spots in Texas, Florida, whatever, like smaller bits, whatever. But most, there's these massive concentrations of people in LA and New York. There's no other country in the world that comes close to that kind of shit. You can argue that it's a continent comes close. That's fucking fair. Canada still does not come close. If you look at Canada,
okay,
Canada population is less than South Korea. I'm actually surprised by that. The population of Canada is less than South Korea.
And it's bigger than South Korea in terms of size, right?
That's what
the point that I was trying to make.
What point were you trying to make?
That the size and the scale and everything, I mean, the population is the demographics that matter. It was what I'm trying to say.
Moving the goalpost again.
Okay.
But please continue. No, continue.
Okay, so basically I was just thinking, like, in terms of scale, I thought you meant like in terms of scale of importance, because South Korea and
wait, importance, what does that mean? Scale of importance.
Importance as in, you know, where things happen that are important to the rest of the world, like economic trade, you know, bills that are passed and things like that. South Korea, especially the bigger cities like Seoul, are almost on scale of, on terms of scale into big cities in this country, pretty much as important as New York City, because it's very immigrated to across all parts of the world. They have a big population of immigrants. They have a big population of students, exchange students. They have a big population of people who move there from the United States. And overall, that country has a lot of similarities to the bigger cities that we live in here. This is a place where a lot of commerce happens. This is a place where people that are elected usually represent what the population in a city like this would more so want to be represented by in South Korea.
Okay.
So I just think, like, economically wise, they're a hyper-capitalist society compared to us. So we just have a lot of similarities in terms of the way that we function as a government.
Okay, man. You can't run off of me yet, bro. I have some things that I wanted to talk to you about. So don't fucking run off to fucking, oh, my skin. You fucking cute.
Well, I mean,
shut up.
No, I mean, like, my health matters to me, so I try to get a good amount of sleep.
It's not even 11.
But I kind of don't sleep super late unless I'm gonna wake up a little.
Yeah, but it's not super late, so fucking relax, dude. Cut it out.
Okay, whatever.
Estate quieto. Coño.
All right.
All right. We talked about the Roseanne thing. Apparently you hate Roseanne. We made no progress on that.
Well, right now, for who she is now, absolutely I hate Roseanne because she's a cornball.
Okay, but that's not what the it's not the point. That has nothing to do with the fucking thing at hand.
Well, you just asked me.
No, like I asked you. No, I asked you what you thought about the situation that she's been in. Because you heard the thing and you said that, like, I was like, okay, like, all right, so
what I said, I think she sounds like an idiot. That's it.
Yeah, but all right, so, like, I'll give you an example. Look, Roseanne Barr, quote, "Nobody died in the Holocaust. 6 million Jews should die," and this was in the Jerusalem Post, which I'm pretty sure I think is a left-wing But so like, tell me what you when you read that, what goes through your mind? That headline.
She is an idiot. I mean, there's not too much to it.
Do you really not see the intent of phrasing something in that way? Because you heard what she actually said.
I mean, to be honest with you, I take things for face value when you put it into the media like this.
That's fair.
She said it the way that she said it, and I've never came across this video until you showed me, so I didn't know if she was being sarcastic or not. And I think that her sense of humor sucks.
But you're not answering the question.
The intent is to be controversial, I guess.
No. So
what's the intent?
No,
I'm confused.
I asked you. This is so fascinating.
Yeah.
If I didn't show you, why
would you say that about people in the Holocaust? These innocent people who had no choice but to be part of that. What's the intent? What are you trying to do?
What I'm asking, I got to be very explicit now. Okay, so look at the fucking headline. It says Roseanne Barr, quote, "Nobody died in the Holocaust. 6 million Jews should die." If anybody fucking said that and everybody fucking reads that and they hear someone say that, they're going to be like, "Oh, wow, that's a horrible fucking person." Because that's a shitty thing to say.
I think the same thing.
That's not what she fucking said. She said something different and fucking, or she said the exact same words, but she said it in a sarcastic way that was misinterpreted. Or people who write these stupid fucking articles because they need money because journalists are fucking broke because they're fucking cocksuckers, and they take everything out of context and they want to sell papers. And that's exactly what the fuck happened here.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened because Roseanne is a famous person. She's a famous comedian.
Dude, they do this with everyone. They do this with everything that happens.
Who's everyone? You think Joe down the block has something in the New York Times about him saying something about Jews?
Okay, so you're carte blanche saying that the journalists they're all fucking honest. They just do what they do, and they're you can't criticize them because they're fucking honest.
She's famous. She said something controversial that a lot of people would be against. And
yes, I agree with that.
But so that's why it's there. That's how the media.
That's functions. Not what we're talking about, though. We're not talking about the fact that it might be fucking controversial or it is controversial. What I'm saying is that the journalists in this publication, and I can show you many other publications that took what she said and branded her as such. She's obviously a Jewish woman. And now they're accusing her of saying fucking anti-Semitic things, and they're not this. They're you can't fucking like. I asked, and there's a reason why I asked you if you understood or you knew her background, and I told you that she was Jewish.
It doesn't matter if she's Jewish or not.
It doesn't matter if she's Jewish. Okay.
No, I don't care if she's Jewish or not. That's a stupid ass thing to say.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Like, so black people can't say things about black people.
A good example I was gonna make right now was Clarence Thomas
about
his stance against affirmative action, and he's a black man who's okay. That's a good example, but
no, go, please. Sorry.
They're both stupid. They're both
stupid. Go on.
Oh, okay. So I don't care if Roseanne is Jewish or not. The point is that she said something inflammatory and just overall stupid.
How is it inflammatory?
Because you're talking about a situation involving people in a mass genocide, and you can't joke about things like that.
Why?
I don't care if
Why can't you joke about it? What's the harm in making her joke about it?
Well, I think maybe if you're sociopathic, her joke might be funny, but otherwise, I don't think that shit is funny at all. I don't think jokes about people being riled up against their will to be burnt alive because of some guy being against Jewish people who's in charge of the state is not funny to me. I don't.
You're going off in the weeds now. Okay.
I'm not. I'm making a valid point. I'm making a point that for some people, this is not the kind of sense of humor that is appealing to them.
I don't think you understand what she was saying.
Forget
about fine. I don't care. No, we're not talking about Clarence Thomas. We're talking about Roseanne Barr and what she said. Let's stay on topic here because I understand what you were saying. Okay, we can talk about that in a second, but I'm trying to.
That Clarence, this is an example. Clarence Thomas is black himself. He's black himself. And yeah, I mean, obviously he's black himself. He went to law school in an Ivy League school, and he's firmly against affirmative action. And he said comments in the media saying things like, now we could be judged by our hard work, insinuating that people who got by on affirmative action got there because they were a different race or because they needed a diversity quota filled.
This has nothing to do with what we were just talking about, dude.
I'm saying that people say stuff. You were making the point that, you know, she can say whatever she wants about the Holocaust because she's Jewish. And I said, no, the fuck she can't.
Why not? You're not a Jewish person. You're telling Jewish people what they can and cannot say? Sounds pretty fucking oppressive, dude.
No.
No?
That's not how this works.
Okay, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm wrong.
No, I'm not saying that she can't because she can say
you said multiple times that she can't.
She's a shitty comedian now. So
no, that's not where. No, stay on your point, bro. If you feel like she shouldn't be allowed to say what she should, because what you said multiple things.
I didn't say that she shouldn't be allowed to say it. You can go ahead and say whatever you want on wherever.
No, you did because you said. I asked you very early in this discussion. It's like she's a Jewish woman, and you said she shouldn't. And I'm like, but you're not Jewish, so you shouldn't be commenting on this.
That this woman was still performing, and so you brought her up to me.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Okay, but I'm saying she's irrelevant to me.
Still has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I'm not saying that she can't say what she wants to say. She can say whatever she wants to in the media, but we're also not talking about that. I have every right to think what's offensive to me and what's not. I think that's a stupid thing to say. And that's probably
one of the more honest things that you've said because that's what we're talking about.
That's what I said in the beginning.
I didn't say we weren't. No, you're moving the goalposts again, and you're talking about like the right to say things, and that's not the argument. The argument is about what she was saying, the content of what she was saying, not about the right for her to say it. That's a different discussion that we've not been having this entire time. I think the reason why I like talking to you is because we usually agree on the fact that people can say whatever the fuck they want. I think when it comes to certain things, you stray from that path and you don't think people should be allowed to say certain things. This is not one of those situations.
Yeah, I do think that a pretty much world famous comedian shouldn't be given attention to because she said some stupid shit.
Different words, bro.
I don't think that
I'm cutting you off for a reason because you keep using you're shifting a lot. You're not staying on point.
I'm not shifting. I'm saying that she has the right to say it, but I'm still thinking that people have every right to, say what they want to against.
It's not what we're talking about.
Okay, whatever. Well, I have to go do my skincare routine.
Dude, you're dipping on it. Oh my god, that's so fucking whack, dude.
I'm just tired.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Whatever, man. That's cool.
So
no, I appreciate you. I love you.
All right. Well,
I'll catch you later. Oy vey, like that's the thing that like really. I thought I was bad at like staying on point. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna like, I have nothing really bad to say or whatever, but like, it boggles my mind, man. That people can't stay on point, and like, I'm really susceptible to like, all right, you want to bring that up because I find so many things interesting. I'm like, oh, we can talk about that. We can talk about that. I'm like, no, dude, like, but like, let's stay on. And I feel like I'm getting better at this, but like, yo, we're talking about this. Why are you bringing up that and that and that and that and that? Like, I feel like that's a very common thing, and like, I hesitate to like attribute it to like leftism as a whole because I think it's a very like specific subsection of leftism that like people like. When it comes to like debating things, there's like a, it's like a natural instinct for them to like move the goalpost. No, but and they just like, and it's kind of a gift if you think about it, because like if someone falls for it, it's effective, because like if you all right, we're talking about this, but it's like if you can twist things and move the conversation, it's like what politicians do. And I'm like, nah, dude, I fucking hate that shit. Like, no, we're talking about this and you're twisting it into all these other things, and it's like, I don't know. Hopefully Cherub fucking continues to want to do it, because she tends to get like upset and stuff, and it's like, it's fine. But I wanted to do this at least a couple times, and like, you know, it's just interesting how some people, when you really put the you light the fire, they fucking, I don't know. I want to study more psychology, because I really don't understand. I understand to a degree how people think and work and shit like that, but I want to know more. But the thing is that some people just get like really emotional and like they fucking rage quit, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I thought we were on some shit there, because I don't get like upset or anything. Like I don't like. I'll get frustrated because you're not staying on track with what we're doing, but I don't get emotional about the substance of what we're arguing about. It's like I'll easily I'll be quick to admit that like I'll get upset about like you're not staying on track. It's fucking nuts. Like I'm trying to push the fucking conversation forward. I'm trying to have a goddamn conversation. I gotta pee. Give me a second. Oof. I mean, I think that was pretty fun. and it'll be on YouTube and on fucking Kick. So that's cool. Oof. Aaron. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Go. Or I don't know. No, I should probably wrap it up. All right. Thanks for watching, whoever the fuck watched. And shout out to Cherub. You can find her shit on my in the description on YouTube and I think on Kick. I gotta make sure it's on there. But